Hello, Leos. It's Dharma Jane. It is December 2017. Here to do your tarot card reading. There's some smudge happening here. What do we have? Calling in guides, calling in angels, calling in anyone from the highest good who would like to send a message for Leo friends, December 2017. Present and future. This is past. Present. And near future. So, my fiery Leos, look at all this fire. You are in your element. Leos, this is a very orange reading. Happy holidays to you. So let's talk about, first off, you had this jumper card. So this is the King of Swords. This is somebody who is firm and cutting, and he says exactly what he needs to say. I heard chance meeting. Also something about a chance knowing. So let's see where this brings us. Because here in your recent past, you have Justice upright, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So this talks about defending something that you've worked for. And here you are trying to balance that. I mean, the Nine of Wands talks about he's built the thing and then he stands in front of it with a bandage over his head. You know, it was something he had to work really, really hard for, you know, to harvest all of this growth. This thing had to grow. And on this card, it's depicted as something that had to be built. But I feel like I want to say it belongs to you. I don't know why, but I just feel like for someone out there who this is resonating for, it's because it belongs to you. Because you have the two knights. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, so I actually just did this reading and I had to stop and the cards got messed up, so I had to completely start over, and these two cards actually came out together just like this. There was the death of, so there's news that is coming that is so cutting and so clear that it brings about a death to something. And I just want to split these right down the middle. These two offers. And the last time I was reading your energy, which is, 2 minutes ago, this guy, and he's still touching, especially paired with this card, it feels like there's an emotional offer that I want to call him a player. I also just heard the word serendipity. But then you have another offer here of wands, and when I said that, I actually looked this way, and there's victory here. So this is your base. Oh, and of course, we're talking about a relationship because it's the Two of Cups. Could be business relationship, some kind of contract. So there's something that was worked for, and that there needs to be a fine balance. And over here, and I think the reason that this King of Swords came out with this defensive energy is because this news, this Page of Swords news, is so cutting that justice needs to be done here. An end needs to be put to whatever type of relationship this is. I mean, it could be something as simple as your barber. He raised all of his prices and you just aren't going to have it anymore, and you build a steady relationship with him and bring lots of clients or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Or it could also be a relationship, I want to say family, that was built, and there's a foundation, and there's a king, and then there's a I see male and female, but it doesn't matter which sex you are, but in a general reading. But there's two people over here who come in between. Whatever this is, whatever these offers are, I feel like I want to say it's messing things up, or like it's really causing some problems for you, my fiery Leos. Because then moving into your present, you have the Seven of Wands right in the center. This is more defensive behavior. This is another working card. You know, this here is being content in your money, being able to, just being generally happy, but you're being defensive over the work about it. So this might actually be a work reading for you, because I feel like, I also just heard entrepreneurship, so I feel like there's a business or something. And I also heard something about a purchase, like someone might be trying to buy someone's business here or something. There's two people that come in, and I just feel like they're going like this, and you have to hand it to somebody. But this is, you know, you've got either, well, it could also be three-party, because look at this. 1, 2, 3. Either way, with a Seven of Wands, you're feeling defensive about it. But you, and I keep pulling them like this, because here you are in the center, feeling totally content. This is having coin. This is feeling good. Here is victory, followed by another choice, followed by the Empress, Venus, the love, the mother love. You know, I really do feel like this could be about a family, and potentially somebody coming in, or multiple people's coming in, and it stirs up the pot, and it almost feels like it's necessary, because one of the people in the relationship are absolutely content being by themselves, and then there's someone who's left feeling imbalanced, you know, trying to defend, like, look at this foundation that we have together, and you're trying to do it alone. Because then moving into the near future, you have right in the center the Eight of Wands, which is all of this happening really fiery and really fast, and then this new theory and this new idea. And then, but at the same time, you have the Three of Wands that's in reverse over here. And the Three of Wands in reverse talks about your ship's kind of moving in the other direction very quickly. And then this Ace of Wands is in reverse, talking about maybe your theory kind of burned out. I use the example that, you know, the thing about a burning stick is that it's really awesome and beautiful when it's on fire and it's glowy and there's smoke, but when the smoke clears, all you're left with is a burnt stick. And it totally changes the perception of, it's about the smoke clearing. That's the point. Because here in your base, you need to have strength, because there's going to be temptation, which is going to bring about a Tower moment. And then you're going to be, and you're going to hold on. You're going to, I want to say, like, you're going to try like hell to hold on to something, because there was I also heard the word codependence happening here. So let's get some clarifiers. So what's the deal, guides, angels? Why are there two knights here? Why do we have two knights in the recent past? And a page. So it could be a Pisces or a water sign. It's almost like you got news that someone that you had your eye on, you know, kind of was passionate about you too. And you may not have been ready for that, because then you were left with this, like, oh geez, you know, I don't know what to. There's a Richard, possibly Roger. I think it's Richard. Definite R initial. So why do we have, why, I want to know why this one here is so content. This would flip it over. Oh, see, I'm like, why is there a problem with the contentment here? And because it's a union, because it's not a singular person. It's not a lady sitting by herself or a man sitting by herself. It's two people together. And that's why it's a problem that one person is so okay with kind of chilling by themselves, because one person was ultimately left feeling lonely and burdened. And they actually know this. See? There's the other queen. So these cards actually fell out right on top of the future, so I left them there. King of Swords. So here's the Empress twice. So either there is a pregnancy happening, or this has to do with the mother, your mother, grandmother, mother, children. Look at this. You have all the knights, or all the, you have King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. But you know, even though you have the Empress twice, you're still out looking for something else. Someone in this situation is out looking for something else, and they find it with the Devil, and it brings about the Tower, and someone is trying like hell to hold on. But under this, you have the Chariot in reverse. It's like it's the need to move on. And here's the Queen of Wands again. I mean, this is you. This is fiery Leos. Why is the Chariot in reverse? Why do we have the Chariot in reverse here, please? Spirit, why is the Chariot? What's that? Stop. Oh my goodness, another page. Okay, so there's news coming in. Here's the Page of Swords twice. There's news coming in that is just so cutting that it's no bueno. So that, you know, this temptation that happens because of this. So you got this one person who is totally fine with being alone, and you're not fine with being alone, or they're not fine with being alone, and it causes them to go elsewhere and see if they can, all right, I guess that's the one, and see if they can find somebody else or some other situation or some other business. It says, remember this, that which you condemn will condemn you, and that which you judge will one day become. Rather, seek to change those things, or support others who are changing those things, which no longer reflect the higher sense of who you are. See? If this doesn't work for you, if the person in your situation who is totally content to be by themselves, if that isn't a situation that doesn't reflect the highest sense of yourself because you enjoy a partnership more than being by yourself, then you work to change that situation, which means this. You go out and you find it. And then, you know, you do. It's just with these multiple pages here, you need to not let the devil be the one who gives this messenger the news to, you know, portray, because it could turn out very badly. Just as far as, you know, there being a Tower moment, and then a breakup, and then, you know, needing to move on, and someone wanting to hold on really bad, and you got the Ten of Pentacles upside down, and then you got this Cups, and here's your other page. I mean, I could dig all the way down the deck, but it's not getting any prettier as I go down. I mean, you've got Swords, you've got the Moon in reverse. I think these three cards right here are important. 4 cards. If you're going to seek, you need to make sure that you're doing it in a justified manner, because the devil is going to show up and he's going to spread this news. You know, he's going to whisper in their ears what to say, and pages don't think or consider or change anything. They just say, and that wouldn't be very justified for if there's someone else in your situation who doesn't deserve that. I mean, even though, you know, they're doing this, being by themselves potentially, or you're doing that, you know, this is how it should be. That doesn't mean that it's okay to, you know, someone in this situation needs to be aware of this. So if this is something that's coming towards you, as far as for you as like a warning to watch out for this, because this is happening, your partner, because you are totally content, You know, so you need to watch that if you're in your moment and you're being very, very content and okay with being alone, that your partner is desiring this, or if they're doing that and you're desiring this. Either way, somebody in the situation or the business situation, they're gonna head out and they're gonna find what they're gonna seek what they find. I mean, find what they seek. But if it's not done with in a justified manner, it's not going to work out very well. Okay, so beware. Make sure you're making good, honest choices, doing good things for good people, doing good things for all people, actually. Just keeping yourself in a place of good karma. Okay, Leos? So that's all I have for you for December 2017 for your tarot spread. You can find me online, Dharma Jane 8. Facebook is Dharma Jane 8. Instagram is dharmajane.8. And if you would like a private reading, you can find me at dharmajane8@gmail.com. And please do like, subscribe, and share. And if you're going to subscribe, click the little bell and a little notification will come up when I post something new. Until next time, have a good one, Leos.